Let's talk about Japan doing Japan-like things. They have built the world's first 3D printed train station.
Of course they have.
Of which, of course, they have. Japan being Japan. It's not, I don't think of like some massive transit hub, let's say in Amsterdam or something like that. That's not the situation, or Shibuya, right? It is a pretty small train station. I think it's like 100 square feet. It's in a rural area of Japan, but it's still pretty cool. It took them about a week to print all of the parts and to reinforce them with concrete, I believe. And then they shipped that all over to this area in rural Japan. And essentially, instead of taking months to like try to do the construction without interrupting the train schedules, they did it in about 6 hours overnight. So they just put it all up. It's not functioning yet. They need to put in like the ticket machines and, things like that. Little details, accoutrement, shall we say, but it's going to be up and running soon. The New York Times has a great feature on it with lots of photos and videos, and it's very cool.
A 3D printed train station. I wish we could do that for New York City subways. Overnight, we'll just put in a subway station on 135th Street and Lenox Avenue because we can, just because. Not there yet, but that is pretty extraordinary. And I think augurs, we've talked a bit about like what the future of manufacturing is going to be. There's a lot of talk of, for all this current maelstrom of reshoring or whether that's going to happen, there's a lot of people have been saying, irrespective of whatever these efforts are, that by the mid 21st century, you're going to have a lot of just local production done in 3D printing, which will obviate some of the need for the trade of certain goods. I mean, we can't yet make matter. It's not like the Star Trek, whatever those things are, they, tell them to make food and it does. Like we can't make uranium or we can't make rare earths yet, but we can certainly change the way we produce things in a really intensely dramatic fashion. So that's very cool.